Hey, are you one of the people who started going full on digital with everything and you want to take down notes digitally, but you're a little lost because you're still unfamiliar with how will you start taking down notes on your device? Well, I am here to share with you some of the things that helped me to start taking down notes on my device. Welcome to this channel and welcome for today's video, a beginner's guide in digital note-taking. I'm going to share with you some of the tips and tricks that I learned the first time I started taking down notes on my iPad. These are a few things to help you be organized with note-taking and for you to have an effective and efficient note-taking experiences as a student for studying. Let's start first with the devices that I use. I'm currently using an iPad Pro 10.5 inch. As well as I am using a first generation Apple Pencil. And the app that I use for taking down notes is Goodnotes5. I really love this app as it is just a one-time purchase and it has a lot of features that is really very good for note-taking purposes. So for organizing purposes, I suggest that you always have and use folders for your subjects and your lectures so that you'll be very organized in terms of your file organization. As you can see here, I have notebooks right here and I'm just showing you an example and an overview. When you click this 4-tab button on the left upper side of the screen, you'll be able to have the overview of the notebook as well as you can jump right over on the page that you wanted to. Now I'm going to show you the tools that I use. I always use this zoom tool. It is very effective and efficient in taking down notes. You wouldn't be zooming in and zooming out with your fingers. You'll only be needing the zooming tool, which is very efficient in note-taking purposes, as you can see right here. And the pens that I use, pretty much I use all of them, as you can see right here, and always put the brush pen into max sensitivity. So the pen thickness I use is 0.5 millimeters, 0.6 millimeters, and 0.3 millimeters. And I can say that the most important tool here is the lasso tool, which you can move around your text, images, and anything. And you can even resize its shape, and you can even copy and then change the color of the text and overlap it. It's very easy to use. It is very effective as well. And now this tab right here is the sticky notes area, which you can pick a lot of stickers and a lot of sticky notes, as well as here the pictures. You can even add your images, any images that you want, and you can even resize it. The next one is this 3 tab dots on the upper right corner where you can have more selection of the tools. As you can see, you can even change the templates, and then you can also change the scrolling direction to vertical or horizontal, depends on what you really like. And now let's move on to the methods that I usually use. So the first one is this order by order technique, which you can add on the upper portion of the page, and then you can also add the definitions with using bullet points after the biggest or the main topic and the main title, and then continuing it with some of the subtopics and continuing with the definition by using a bullet point. As you can see right here, I'm just showing you a little example of how I usually use this method. So on the upper part is the main title or the main topic of what you will be talking about, and then adding definitions and explanations using bullet points, and this is very effective as well. And then adding subtopics under those main topics and definition, then adding again some of the definitions by using some bullet points, and then you can also add in the examples after adding the definitions. The next method that I use is my own kernel method, which I'm just showing you how I do it. Starting off with drawing lines so that on the upper section you can add your topic or your title. You can just put it big and bold, and then on the smaller section right here you can add a subtopic. Every subtopic that you'll be able to put in there, you can add it there, as well as having the questions. You can add some questions that can correlate to the answer on the note-taking section right here. In the bigger section, you'll be adding some definitions, some explanations, as well as some notes, and even your answers that can correlate to the question on the other column. This is very effective so that you can easily spot whatever you need to review on afterwards. So as you can see, here is an example of how I do my own kernel method, which is having the topic on the upper section and then the subtopic on this column right here, and then the definitions, the note-taking section in this large section that is right here. So as you can see right here are the examples. You can also add an additional info on the important notes section, and you'll be able to just really review this afterwards. It is very effective and efficient for studying because you will be able to easily spot the topics that you needed to review afterwards. Another method that I use, which is also very effective whenever I'm studying, is by using arrows and boxes. This is more likely a web or a mind map concept because I use arrows for the subtopics and their definitions, and as well for having the topics and creating some boxes and then having some arrows as well. So this is the example you're looking to, and this is also very effective and efficient for studying as well. And now you can also add diagrams on your note-taking section by adding pictures and then drawing it or tracing down. And this is actually what I usually do whenever I have diagrams. I draw them out so that it'll be very effective and efficient whenever I'm memorizing things. So it is very effective as well if you really write down or draw down the thing that you needed to memorize. And this is also very fun to do. Drawing some diagrams is very effective and it's very fun, like as you can see right here. Those are the methods that I usually use whenever I'm taking down notes. It is very fun to take down notes. I also suggest to make your notes colorful by having a color-coded notes. This is very effective whenever you're studying and especially on reviewing with your notes. So it doesn't mean that you'll be really adding a lot of colors on your notes. It is very effective if you color code your notes, and if you want to talk more about it, I can just have another video. Just comment down below if you request to do it. So this is just how I normally do my notes, and this is actually very effective because it makes studying very fun at the same time. Thanks for watching, and I hope you subscribe for more. Bye!